Altcoin holders will lose 99%. This is exactly what the market thinks currently. This is exactly what you are seeing right now in all of the capitulation that is happening all across crypto Twitter. What if I would tell you that this is just a giant manipulation by the market makers right before we send? Exactly. Today we are discussing exactly that. The market expects flash from here. The market expects stocks to dump heavily on Monday, to ETF start selling, and the market just go into absolute shit. Let's figure out whether or not it's happening, whether or not you should be selling currently in order to buy back lower, or do you actually need to max leverage loan all of your altcoins at this stage. Without further ado, let's start. Trump is going to pump the markets, biggest bull run ever, walk me, this is something that everyone on crypto Twitter was screaming. I was quite cautious about this sentiment. And here's the tweet from my end. Around this date, I think 25th of January was actually Trump launching his meme coin. So this was tweeted on the day when Trump launched his meme coin, when everyone was so bullish. Main utility of crypto Twitter is to counter trade it. What do you see currently happening in crypto Twitter? Everyone is bearish, everyone is capitulating. This is the best sign out there. Guys, I'm telling you, these market makers, they are buying influencers. They're buying influencers to create the sentiment that they actually need. On top of that, they're dumping the charts. They can print whatever they want on the chart. You just have 5 to 10% of supply of any coin, even the largest one. You can print whatever the fuck you want on the chart. Moving further, they are doing this thing again where they quit digging right before when they find the diamonds. This is actually something I was talking about in one of the previous videos. I said that I would love for someone to actually dig up the posts from this time in previous cycle. And this is something that these guys essentially did. This is just crazy insane. Just look at these guys. Compare it to something that's happening currently. January 2nd, 2021. Alt season last year started exactly around this time. No alt season this time, so dump the garbage while you still can. There is no alt season. December 27th. Solana here was $1.20. And December 27, 2020. 11 months later, Solana was $250. And this guy was telling there is no alt season. That cat bounce for alts. Alts gonna die and there will be no alt season. January 1st, 2021. Just before crazy alt season started. It seems that there will be no alt season this year. Only BTC season. This sentiment is just there each and every time. How close you can actually compare it to the current sentiment on the marketplace. Absolutely insane. Bitcoin has doubled in price with no alt season. Maybe alt season is a myth. Like, we are kind of making fun from these guys. The same way I will be making fun already in a week from now from all the bottom callers. I will gather all the tweets and I will make just a giant 40-minute video. I will just be making fun of all the people that were capitulating at the bottoms. And the worst thing is that you actually gave them the influence. You are the ones that followed them on X, on YouTube, and on all these platforms. You have to use the power that you have and apply it into the right way to make sure you would win on this marketplace and clean this marketplace from the garbage that it has at this stage. Strategic move, and I agree, no alt season. What if I told you there is no alt season, only seasonal alts? Can you imagine this narrative? What we have been hearing for the last 6 months at least. There will be no alt season, only alts that will be moving based on some narrative. Only certain sector of alts will be outperforming. There will be no alt season. No, not most of the alts will actually go up. It's crazy. It's like they are robots. They're AI from and this is why the markets work in the first place, because in 4 years, humans tend to forget everything that happened. In 4 years, the whole thing is changing for them. In 4 years, psychology just forgets what happened, and that's why in 4 years market manipulators can actually rob so much people out of their money. You have to stay strong. You have to listen to proper people. You have to be subscribed on this channel. There is no other way. If you were subscribed to any other channel in the last several weeks, you're probably losing fucking money. You're probably underperforming heavily on this market. I was screaming for the last whole week to you. February open is going to be red. What you have heard on other channels, tell me. What you have heard, bullish, alt season, or that alt season is not happening. It will be happening. It will be happening 100%. I don't think we're getting an alt season. I don't really consider Ethereum an alt or any of the protocols you can build on. The money is institutions. They're not going to Uniswap, and most markets don't have the liquidity. The same narrative we have currently. Retail does not have money. No one is going to push coins from retail point of view. This cycle is institutions only, so that's why only BTC will go up, and maybe Ethereum once Ethereum ETF will be present, but most likely not, because there are just no inflows in Ethereum ETF, despite the fact they were there at the start of December, despite the fact they were there in large amounts. So these people saying that, they're saying that not based on data. They don't give a shit about data. They're just talking heads that don't know shit about this market. The only thing they're good at is how to farm the X algorithm and how to farm the followers. That's it. No, it isn't. Sorry. The last alt season had everything pumping, every crazy coin. The only thing pumping right now are top tier coins. Human mindset still needs money to put in. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Part 3 is happening right now. This thing was shared at January 29th. Relief bounce now. Sentiment change. QL scream alt season. Red February open. Arion bearish again. Alt season. January 31. Part 2 starts now. Carl the Moon was screaming. Alt season starts now. Right here. Unfortunately, it's cut, but you can definitely find this tweet out there. Part 3 is happening right now. This is something that I just posted right now. Part 3 is Red February open. Everyone bearish again. Next thing is alt season. And this actually like a crazy piece of information I wanted to share. This is like crazy. Like I was talking on this channel so much about this thing. Since the inception of this channel, I was talking to you about this thing. And like we cannot be 100% sure that this post is not a LARP, and it's true. But from the details that the guy is sharing, he kind of understands the whole thing. I've been telling this to you since the inception of this channel. Who is crazy guy with a weird accent currently? Let's go through it. I was the lead market maker at Jump. Jump essentially it's one of the largest market makers, and they were sued heavily in the end of August, and they caused a huge drop in Ethereum and SUI prices because they were dropping and selling these assets like crazy, mainly because of the fact that they probably were liquidating or needed some money, followers, something like this. I'm no longer under NDA, so I can say this. Typically, when you see down moves during the weekends like this, it is pure market manipulation. It was one of the tactics I invented during the low volume moments. We would load up and pay attention to crypto Twitter as a source of sentiment with specific accounts organized in specific categories. How much times? Even when Ansem was sharing his $40,000 targets in August, I said that Ansem is CIA puppy. He's paid to be saying these things. Ansem is an influencer from crypto with like 700k followers or something. They are paid to create this sentiment. That's why always on the bottoms he is bearish, because his job, it's his job, he's getting paid for it, is to make sure that the least amount of people possible will actually be making money in this market. Crazy. Who is crazy now? Who is insane now? Tell me. One thing I used to like doing was purposefully nuking a new 4-hour candle on BTC and or Ethereum, which was an easy trap. Smart traders, and by the way, market makers, they know all the patterns of retail traders, like smart, like they know what patterns that they like, what things they trade according to. They know all of this shit. And this is from the talks with the largest market makers who are in jail currently, right? Smart traders know we'll eventually revisit those wickless candles, so it was good bait for me to set with eager buyers stepping in and the candle continuing lower. They end up capitulating before we reverse. Bottom shorters get comfortable here too. Anyway, I can't give away too much, but just know, most of those bad price action you're seeing is a group of whales sitting in a chat room together and merely oil painting on charts. Guys, this is everything I've been telling you since the inception of this channel. Everything I've been telling you. 1.7 million views at this stage. Absolutely insane. My allies in Jump was Vincent van Gogh. And that isn't because I lost my mind. Well, that too. But because I painted some of the best looking bear traps. I know an influenced painter copying my work when I see one. Stay safe. So the guy's basically saying that what is happening on the chart, the painting that is happening on the chart currently, is influenced by his work, by his process in the first place. This one is absolutely insane. The last week of dump, don't get shaken out. After this Ethereum pump analysis, and I shared this before, not only on my post on the 29th of January, I was sharing it on my YouTube way before. The only cautious thing I have is that this thing fucking got 500,000 views, right? And so many likes, it's insane, right? So like, I'm quite cautious about the fact that it's a consensus, although at this stage I can buy in this amount of likes and this amount of views. Why? Because I'm seeing the market dumping. I'm seeing the people not buying out the bottoms. I'm seeing this happening. That's why, like, currently at this stage I can buy in, because people are very, very easy to like press like button to give us an opinion, but where the fuck they're putting their money? They're not putting the money into the market currently. And I am doing this. In the last 3 weeks, I added around $50,000 of my own money into the market, additional ones. And mostly I actually entering low leverage with them. Coming back to the Blast topic and the things that happen with Blast, because I do think it's going to be one of the best performing Ethereum layer 2s out there. Like, if you ask me about a coin that will go to $10 billion in market cap and right now is below 200 million, I can think of nothing than Blast. And by the way, like, all you guys that think like I should be buying like meme coins at this stage, I would probably tell you that Andy on Blast you might be buying at this stage, and probably memes on Ethereum, they're holding quite well. What I'm expecting from the market is that once we finally reverse, the first pumpage would essentially be created by meme coins, but this will be a fucking fake out, because as soon as the market will see Ethereum and alts pumping, there will be a huge sell-off on this meme coins pump into altcoins. This is the wisest thing to do at this stage. Wisest one. All you have to do is just follow the president of the United States of fucking America. What he has done, he racked people on his Solana meme coin and he put everything into altcoins exactly at the best possible time. Like, the time frame, the time window where Trump Foundation put in money into altcoins is the best time window in the last 7 years. Can you understand this? Can you actually see this? How well planned, how well structured. There is a reason why they did not launch this meme coin before. The timing is perfect. I 100% I'm sure they have whales on their end, they have market makers on the end, they have exchanges fucking CEOs, like CZ is talking to them on the phone. They planned this carefully, because in the last 7 years there was no better time to rack people on Sol meme coin and put the funds into altcoins in the Ethereum ecosystem than the timing that they actually did it within. It's absolutely insane. No better timing out there. Trump drops a bundle rack on Sol, extracts hundreds of millions and uses it to buy Ethereum. Promises a Bitcoin strategic reserves, but signs an executive order for a digital asset stockpile, buys more Ethereum, takes hundreds of millions in campaign donations from Ripple, buys Ethereum. And there is no better timing currently, like, to buy Ethereum right now. If you bought it 3 years ago, yeah, you probably were able to buy it like 2 years ago, like $900. But what is the opportunity cost? You had to hold it for the whole time. But right now when he's buying it on the cheapest possible price and exactly before the time of heavy outperformance of Ethereum. Do you understand? You have Trump as a KOL, you have Trump as a trader right now. The only person you have to copy is fucking Trump. That's it. Buying your bottomed out Solana meme coins is just going to be a giant scam. It's just going to be a giant fake out, and they will sell out like crazy. With the first movement on Ethereum, with the first movement on Ethereum altcoins, they will drop like fucking crazy. It's all a psyop. And I'm glad that this psyop actually exists on the market. I'm glad that not a lot of people are watching me and are able to receive this value at this stage, because I do understand that with most trying to buy back bottom Solana memes, they will fucking get wrecked. And I will be able to make money on my altcoins because I'm the only one who's actually entering leverage longs on my altcoins at this stage, right? And I am doing this. President Trump is also doing this. And most of the market is buying bottomed out Solana meme coins that are going to fucking zero along with Solana. That's absolutely insane. I'm glad I don't have large voice at this stage because I can abuse it this way. Imagine like I would be getting 50,000 views on my videos on a daily basis. It would mean whatever the fuck I talk about is priced into the market already. And the only way I can make money is through farming my audience. And the stuff I'm talking about is pure market alpha right now. No one is talking about this. Coming back to our Blast and Andy situation. Pacman, the founder of Blast, the founder of the chain, 2 additional fixes we just shipped. Send app supports more tokens. If you send in Andy on any other Blast tokens, you can now see them and send them out as well. So I briefly mentioned this yesterday, right? And I would probably repeat the same type of take. Because Andy only pumped like from 2.1 to 2.4 million and it's already at 2 million. So it's kind of corrected slightly. It's very, very interesting that Ethereum memes are correcting very, very slightly into this correction, which is quite bullish, right? But the fact that the founder of the chain actually mentioned it, it means that it's on the radar. It means that they're going to use this as the market opportunity. Finally, it's crazy. Like the biggest business value for Blast, once they will have applications on the mobile app, once they will have something to retain the users in, right, is to, like, the cheapest possible marketing spend is to pump the largest meme coin on the chain. And it's not like some fucking stupid dog of some founder. It's not like some bull coin or something. Like, it's perfect narrative that people want to buy, that people are buying in on other chains. We have Bread as well. We have Peppa. It's something that proved on this marketplace already. They have it on the chain. It's absolutely insane. You can now complete the Moonpoint boarding. Yeah, this one I mentioned already. UX improvements are huge. Coming back to CZ, hype may win short term, builders win long term. This is exactly something I'm essentially expecting from Blast because, as mentioned, I will repeat this thought one more time. I was telling that mobile application of Blast is going to be buy the news event. Short term it was sell the news, but in the future you have tons of things to look up to. And you will be buying the news, buying the news, buying the news, buying the news. Is pretty much up only from here for altcoins and for Blast. The reason I'm talking about Blast is because they are they're going into the takeover of the mobile industry in crypto, which is huge. Your biggest companies are essentially talking about that, right? And it's also Ethereum layer 2. And I expect huge outperformance from Ethereum. I do think that Blast is the only one in Ethereum layer 2 that actually makes sense this cycle. And it's one of the lowest in the market cap. It's absolutely fucking insane at this stage. So this is it from my end. Thank you very much for watching this video. I don't think that your altcoin is actually going to zero, right? I do think that the worst thing we can expect at this stage is huge flush, but I do think that a lot of people are expecting this flush at this stage. Though I think it might be a nice bet that it won't be happening. Although the longs that I mentioned I entered yesterday, they actually got stop lost. So currently I re-entered some more. Let's see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching this video. Stay healthy and rich, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.